Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you from Lisbon, and I have just checked into my hotel, which is a Pestana property, and it is the Pestana Lisboa Suites hotel. And yeah, I've got this really cool studio hotel room, and in this video, I'm gonna give you a complete review of my stay here. I'm gonna give you a tour of the room first, then I will do some check-ins throughout the stay to let you know how I'm enjoying my stay, any pros and cons, things you need to be aware of, and ultimately finish up with would I stay here again. So without further ado, let's go check out the room. Oh, and because people always ask, I am staying in room 106, and I did ask for one of the, and pay for one of the studio room types. They do give you a choice of queen bed or 2 twin beds, and I did ask for the queen or full-size bed. So let's go see the room. So when you come into the room, it's basically like a studio apartment. So we'll go through this, but you've got a kitchen on your left, the bathroom straight ahead of you, and then we've got the living room and bedroom combined. So we're gonna start there and then work our way around. So this is the living room bedroom. It's all like an open floor plan kind of concept, probably to make it feel more light and airy. So as you can see here, as mentioned, I opted for the room choice, which I think is like a queen or full size bed, which this looks really nice and spacious. I am staying here alone, so this is not a sharing situation, but I think this would even be really nice sharing. So you've got a little thing at the foot of the bed. They put some slippers and robes here, which is cute. And then on your left, we've got a full-length mirror, hello, and then we've got an open closet situation here with the in-room safe down here. And then, oh goodness, this is just a shoe sponge and information about the laundry service, okay. And then in terms of hangers, wow, I think this might be the most generous amount I've ever gotten in a hotel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 hangers, wow. I think that's a new record on this channel. Okay, and then over here next to the bed, we have, it looks like the TV remote as well as the in-room air conditioning or heat, which is great. We also looks like a little sneaky USB port over here, which I love because there's also a plug down there. Okay, great. We've got some light controls, and then we're gonna show you, actually, should we go do that right now? No, let's do that in a minute. Let's show you the rest of the room. So yeah, this is the rest of the room. I am on the first floor, so it's about 4 p.m. right now, and it is a sunny-ish day, so it might not be the most like well-lit room, but it's quite cozy and ambient, which is nice. So one thing I noticed on the website is each room was styled with a desk. My room is not, so instead it has this kind of table and 1 chair situation, which is a little bit random, but hey, I'll take it. It's always nice to have somewhere to put your laptop, and it's nice that there's the screen there, and I wonder if there's any Chromecasting options, because that would be quite cool, so I'll look into that. And then we have this couch here, which I do believe pulls out to a sleeper sofa as well, so it would be quite tight, I think, if you were coming with kids or to have friends staying in here with you, but I guess you could give it a try. And then, yeah, we've got this massive TV here. And then on the other side of the bed, we've just got the phone. They actually just called me before, as I was starting to film this video, to check how I liked the room, which was super nice. And then this here, so I didn't realize this, but I actually also have a patio, which I guess could be really nice. And then yeah, it's like this really random faux, I think it's faux ivy decor. And yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of a really random space in between all of these buildings. But yeah, I guess I'm quite lucky to have the patio, because it looks like only a few of the rooms on this floor have the patios, so that's really nice. But yeah, let's go check out the rest of the room. All right, so coming back into the room here, let's go check out the kitchen. So the big reason why I wanted to stay here is because they have these kitchenettes that are in these kind of studio rooms, which is really great. So it comes with a sink. I don't know if you can see that very well, a microwave. We've got, it looks like I can do like an instant coffee situation here. Which maybe not my favorite, but you can have some coffee and tea. And then there's 2 stovetop burners as well. But I noticed as I was poking around, there's also a toaster oven up there for bread if you wanted to have toast in the morning. But let's have a little nose around the cabinets just so you can see what you get, because I know this would be a big selling point of staying here for many. So we've got all of our cutlery and kind of cooking utensils, even like spatulas, some decent looking knives, so that's really nice. In this drawer, we've got some things for our, looks like, cutting board, some tray tables, some hot plates, okay, little dish towel, nice. Okay, then in the one down here, this is all of our pots and pans, so sorry, forgive my knee cracking there, but yeah, we've got like 2 frying pans, 2 really good sized pots, another like little pot here, and is this like a cafetiere? Okay, that looks like could be like a milk frothery or maybe something else you use to make coffee. It's not the Italian one I know how to use, that's for sure, but yeah, super nice. And then in the middle here, we've got a little mini fridge situation with come with 2 bottles of water, and then I think, yeah, it does have a little freezer ice box as well, although there's nothing to make ice, but you could, if you wanted to buy like some frozen bits, put it in here, which is quite nice. And then under door number 3, we have a rubbish bin. So we've got a rubbish bin here, little dustpan sweeper, and then this looks like a drying rack, and then, oh, yeah, drying, I've just taken the drying rack apart. And then here, it looks like we've got like a sponge for washing up, some more bin bags, some dish soap, so that's really handy. And then let's go look at what's above the sink, even though we already kind of showed you. So in this one, this is actually, this one really, oh, sorry, trying to open that. This one really wows me. So we've got like a colander to wash lettuce, which are vegetables. We've got Tupperware. It actually comes with Tupperware. So if you have leftovers, you can put them in the fridge and heat them up in the microwave. That's unbelievable. And then there's a few more kind of large, there's like 3 different large serving glass bowls, which is also kind of unbelievable. But wait, there's more. Okay, so let's put that in here. And then in the middle one here, we've got all of our, you're probably wondering where the plates are. So we've got some plates, even like a thing for milk, some coffee cups, some bowls. I mean, really, really, really well appointed. And then that's the kitchen. So again, really, really nice if you just want to cook some breakfasts in. I didn't actually pay for the breakfast each morning because I thought I'd just buy some eggs. And then in here, we've got the bathroom, which looks so beautiful, really sleek and clean and modern. So over here, we've got just the sink area, okay? And then the whole room is basically a mirror, which is really lovely. And we've got the makeup mirror there. It comes with just some liquid hand soap. We've got our, is this just tissue? Oh yeah, that's a tissue box, okay. And then there is a hair dryer down here. Then next to this, we've got La Toilette. And they do make a call out for sanitary bags, so they don't want you flushing that down the toilet, which is the case in many places. And then yeah, we've got this shower is just gorgeous and a very like vintage vibe with the artwork in here. And yeah, in terms of the shower, it's just basic hair and body gel and really nice kind of tiny little rainfall shower, but also with a handrail. All right, so first impressions of this hotel room is I feel like this kind of hotel would be super great if you're kind of a digital nomad with like a decent budget, because it wasn't an inexpensive hotel. Obviously prices are gonna change with times of year, so I'm not gonna put the price down, but just have a look on the website. But I think this would be a really great room if you're here on business, you need to do a bit of remote work, or you just kind of want to have a bit more space and cook some of your meals. Like maybe, like for example, if you don't want to pay the, I think 10 euros a day for the breakfast, you can just, I mean, 10 euros a day, depending on how many days you're here, you can just go to the supermarket for a lot less and get some eggs and some avocados and some toast and have a really lovely breakfast in the room and kind of be at your own pace, which I think is super nice. But yeah, I'm really excited to experience more. So right now I'm also, I'm gonna kind of get settled in a little bit, but I do also want to go and check out the 9th floor, because when I checked in, they told me that there is co-working, like a working kind of lounge room on the 9th floor. So obviously we have to go check that out next. Good evening, everyone. So just a little check-in on my stay in review. I slept so well in this bed last night. Super, super, super comfortable. And I really enjoyed using the kitchen this morning. It was super easy to use. The only thing is, if you're not used to using induction burners, it took me like a few minutes, if I'm honest, to figure out how to turn it on and get the child-proofing lock off. But once I did that, I was flying and sauteing and had a really great leisurely breakfast in the room. And yeah, so just really enjoyed it. Wi-Fi signal is great here so far. I did go upstairs to check out the executive lounge, but I will say it's a beautiful space and would be lovely space to hang out. But it is a little disappointing in the sense that you have to pay €1 with a coin for the Nespresso machine, which I don't have euro coins. And beyond ice, there's not really any other freebies up there. So I think it would have been a nicer value either A, to have in-room kind of proper coffee machines for the more premium rooms, or just don't make the guests pay for the coffee in the lounge. But you know, can't really complain about €1, but yeah. And then the only other funny thing today is, so I did have housekeeping come and clean the room, and I left the dishes in the sink kind of as a test to see if they would wash the dishes for me, and they did not. So I think, I don't know how that works if you check out. I assume they'd have to wash the dishes for you, but I guess they don't do the dishes on a daily housekeeping service. So yeah, not a big deal. I don't have a dishwasher at home, so I'm very used to doing dishes, but just thought I would mention it in case that's something you were curious about. But overall, super happy with my stay, and the staff that work here could not be friendlier. So I'll check in again and let you know how it's going. Hey guys, so in my fun trip to Lisbon, I actually forgot to wrap up the video, which isn't the first time this has happened, but before I conclude the video, I want to give you some final feedback on my stay, and I'm also going to give you a couple local cafes and restaurant recommendations within like a minute or a few minutes walk of the hotel. So on to wrapping up my stay. Would I stay at the Pestana Lisboa Vintage again? Absolutely. I really loved this hotel. The staff were so friendly, and the suite hotel room was just so convenient for what I needed it to be. Wi-Fi signal was great, as was having that kitchenette in the morning. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm not someone who really is hungry for breakfast at 9 a.m. So sometimes getting these breakfast included in the hotel rates doesn't always work super well for me. So being able to go to the grocery store, get some of my favorite bits, and cook for myself when I was hungry in the morning, if I was hungry in the morning, was perfect. The bed was super comfy, the shower in the bathroom was great. really, like, the housekeeping was so wonderful and helpful. They always made sure I got my waters every day, even if I didn't need the room cleaned. So I was super happy. And the hotel is located next to Marquis de Pombal, which is a very big central, what's like, I don't know what the train is called in, like, the metro, the underground in Lisbon. So it's definitely in a super convenient area, and Uber is so inexpensive. So you have the option of kind of the underground, the metro, which is only a few minutes walk from the hotel, but then you also have Ubers, which are really, really inexpensive to get around Lisbon. So, and there is also quite a bit that you can walk to from there. So on the subject of walking to things from the hotel, I did eat a few meals out near the hotel. So obviously I had breakfast covered in the room, but sometimes you just want a snack, a coffee, maybe a little lunch. So there is one restaurant across the street from the hotel, and kind of like on this little dead-end street where the hotel backs in, called Selva, S-E-L-L-L-V-A. And you can go there any time of day. It's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner spot. I had a lunch there and then a coffee and a cake there, both of which were excellent. So for my lunch, I had these shrimp tacos, which is obviously one of my favorite things. I love a good shrimp taco. And then I also had this kind of farro superfood salad. That was one lunch. On my coffee and cake, they had this kind of like healthy brownie situation, which just sounded like something I had to try, which was very good. And I had a coffee there. So the Wi-Fi there was great as well. If you want to bring your laptop, I did bring my laptop there, and just was really nice. Just, you know, literally come out the front door of the hotel and it was just right across the road. So the other restaurant that is literally right next to the hotel on the same side of the street is called Slang. And I believe this is actually where they serve the breakfast in the morning that I didn't have included in my roommate, so I didn't try. So I think you could go there a la carte for breakfast. They also serve lunch and dinner. The interior of this restaurant is gorgeous and the food is so good. So I went one day for a super late lunch and I had this salmon which came with like a salady greens with it. It was so good. Just pure, like, great ingredients, great flavors. I was so happy with it. And I also had a green juice to go with it. So that was fantastic, and I would have loved to go back and experience it for dinner as well. And then the last one that I want to recommend is there is a coffee shop just probably like 3 minutes walking down the street. So the cafe is called Simply Coffee. Not only can you do takeaway coffee there, but you also can sit down there. They have Wi-Fi. They also serve really delicious looking breakfasts and lunches. So I also did take my laptop there one day and work from there. But with that said, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. So if you found this video helpful and useful, please like the video and leave a comment and let me know, because that means so much to me to read your feedback, to see the likes on the video. And if you wanna join me on this wonderful YouTube adventure, please consider subscribing. And all of the places mentioned in this video, including the hotel, are gonna be linked down below in the video description box. If you're not sure how to access that, just click on the title in YouTube and there's a drop down and you'll see all of the links down there, so you can grab them and check them out if you are planning a trip to Lisbon. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you soon.